So, anybody heard of the Om mantra before? The mother of all mantras? How is it Om spelled? A-U-M and then Ardha Matra. A-U-M, Ardha Matra. Ardha Matra is the silence after the Om. It points to who you are. Briefly explain this Om mantra. A is your waking state. Hopefully you're awake right now. Okay. U is your dreaming state. And M is your deep sleep state, dreamless. No mind, no body. Not even a dream mind, not even a dream body. And M, the space, silence, Ardha Matra, is you. You with a capital Y. When I say you and I emphasize it, that means the real you, not the name of you, like this body, not this body you, the real you. The symbol Om, the waking state, the dreaming state, the deep sleep state, the world of illusion, .u. So when you say Om, you meditate on this Om, you have all these ideas and these truths in your head that I, the real I, the big I, the real you, is neither this waker, neither this dreamer that dreams at night, every night, and neither the deep sleeper. Neither are you this world, you're not this floor, you're not this yoga mat, you're not the water bottle. No, you are you, the transcendental one that goes beyond all those states of mind, states of consciousness. That's what you mean when you say Om. Okay? Wow, how did it come about? If you want to produce anything, if you want to create something, well, first, let's back up a second. All of us share so many truths in common. So we look different on the outside. So he's from this place. She's doing this. He talks like that. She smells like this. I'm just kidding. We all share the fact that we were born, we were created, we will be sustained, and we will be destroyed, transformed. Okay? This, everyone must get clear. Every one of us and everything outside of us, self and not self, is created, sustained, and transformed. Okay, so now, say you want to create something. What do you need to create something? You can just say anything. What do you need to create something? Imagination, thought, consciousness, material, energy, will, intention, attention. You. We're getting Gyani here. A plan. How about knowledge, right? Before you create anything, you need knowledge. Number one, you need knowledge. After you have that knowledge and you're ready to create, then what do you need? Said it. Means, material. Material is required. Someone said that. After you have the knowledge of how to create, after you have the materials by which you will create, what happens? What do you need next to transform? You need a power. Like you want to destroy something, you want to smash something, you need the power to do so. The word for creator in yoga is Brahma. Brahma. The word for sustainer in yoga is Vishnu. 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 And the word for transformer in yoga is Maheshwar. You've heard of that as Shiva, but the original word is Maheshwar. So what did we say? We said Brahma, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, A, Vishnu, U, Maheshwar, M. A, U, M. Om. In Sanskrit grammar, when you put A and U together, it becomes O sound. So you don't have to say Aum. Om is correct. Here's where it came from. Now, Brahma, male aspect. Vishnu, male aspect. Maheshwar, male aspect. Female aspects. When I asked you what you need to create something, you said knowledge. The word for that is Saraswati. Saraswati. Feminine aspect of Brahma. The goddess of wisdom, knowledge, learning. When I asked you how you sustain something, you said material, means. Lakshmi. Lakshmi, word for that is Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi. Goddess of material, wealth, means, beauty, opulence. When I asked you how you transform something, you said power, Parvati, Shakti. Feminine aspect of Maheshwar or Shiva. Shiva Shakti, Maheshwar Parvati. So we have now the, quote, gods and goddesses. It's important because we're going to talk about a name called Krishna, right? We're going to talk about a person called Krishna. And so you have to know this: creation, preservation, transformation, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Parvati. Krishna is an incarnation or an avatar of Vishnu, the sustainer, the preserver. What are we sustaining? What are we preserving? Righteousness. Dharma. Dharma, right? Dharma, duty, right duty. We're ensuring Krishna came to the world as the world teacher in the Bhagavad Gita to ensure and restore Dharma in the world. And he did so through the epic teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. All right? As Joe mentioned, the whole yoga practice originated with the Vedas. Veda literally means knowledge, but not any type of knowledge. The knowledge with a capital K. The knowledge after which there is nothing to know. The achievement after which there is nothing to achieve. The blessed goal of life. The Veda contains all of those facts, all of those secrets, all of those truths. In the Veda, you have four Vedas. Four Vedas you can know the 4 Vedas. I feel more important for you to know is the 4 subjects within each Veda. 4 subjects within each Veda, the mantras, the incantations, the hymns, the juice, the nectar. The most potent aspect or subject of the Vedas. Then you have the Brahmanas, the commentaries on those incantations, on those hymns, on those mantras, on those truths. Those truths are called Shrutis. Shrutis are that which is heard. So it's not that any man went there and was like, I'm going to create the Vedas today. Or nobody did that. These were heard by the rishis. Rishi means ancient seer in the easiest translation, ancient seer. But also one who flows beyond the mundane world by means of spiritual knowledge. Because rishi comes from drishti, right? You've heard drishti? Drishti, to see. Drish, to see, but that's the ancient seer. That's the one way of translating rishi. The other way is to translate rishi is rish, by the root of rish, which means one who, rish means flow, one who flows beyond the mundane world by means of spiritual illumination, spiritual knowledge. That's a rishi. These rishis heard the Shrutis, the Vedas, in their divine communion with Brahman, with absolute self, with God. They heard them, that's why they're called Shruti. When they wrote about them, that's called the Brahmanas, that's called the commentaries on those Shrutis, on those hymns. Samhita. Samhita means the first one, Samhitas are the hymns, the mantras. Second one, Brahmanas, commentaries. Third, Aranyakas, ceremonies, pujas, rituals, karma kanda. The fourth, Upanishad. Upanishad means to do what you're doing right now. Sitting near or at the feet of. You fill in the blank. Okay? Sitting near. That's what the Upanishad means. These are the most philosophical, but that's not the right word. If you do this to the Vedas, squeeze them out, you get the Upanishads. That is the nectar. That is what Amrita means. You've all heard that word maybe some of you not. Amrita means nectar. That's what it means. It means the nectar of immortality, the nectar of wisdom that you get from intense study and practice of yoga as expounded in the Upanishad known as the Bhagavad Gita. Satsang over. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad comes from Bhagwan, means God. Gita means song. It's the song of God, song of celestial truths. I think in the end of each of these, in each of the section, each of the discourses, Om Tat Sat, thus in the Upanishad of the Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge of the Supreme Brahman, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, ends the second chapter entitled The Yoga of Integral Knowledge. So this is all of the Upanishads here in your pocket. All of the Upanishads are now in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to go to India, you don't need to go to Rishikesh, you don't need to go to Mysore, you don't need to go anywhere. You got it. It's no ordinary task, enlightenment. So, therefore, you require a spiritual teacher. Spiritual teacher. Not any ordinary teacher. You want to learn accounting, you go to an accountant. You want to learn about yourself, you go to a spiritual teacher. The spiritual teacher, you look for a few qualities. I'd say 4 qualities, or if you want to boil them down. Knowledgeable, unselfish, takes aim at the highest ideals of yoga, moksha, nirvana, kaivalya, liberation, freedom, enlightenment, takes aim there personally and practices what they teach. We're all looking for that one, right? Okay, so we got first, because you'll find 2 out of 3, 2 out of 4, maybe 3 out of 4. Rarely do you find 4 out of 4. We are Kalkidas here. We have some in this world who are humbly practicing, teaching, aiming, cleaning, and so on and so forth. So there are many types of teachers and many types of students. You got those students who doubt the teacher, refute everything he says or she says. Those is called tamasic student. You got those who get it a little bit, but still misunderstand. They are very scattered, so they say, okay, that was nice, but I want to go to like all kinds of yoga teachers, all kinds of teachers. I want to go to this and that and this and that, and just jumping around from here to here to here to here. Rajasic student. And you have the Sattvic student. The Sattvic student, like as Joe mentioned, the questioning is important. You must ask questions, but at the same time, you must have faith in yourself, faith in your teacher. The Sattvic student is not expecting a quick fix. Sattvic student is not expecting the magic formula. The nectar, the Sattvic student just wants to chug the nectar and be like, I'm done with it. Or not this one. It's the Sattvic student wants to put forth the effort required as explained by your spiritual teacher. The Sattvic student does the abhyasa, you'll find that word in the Gita, abhyasa, repeated effort. You all have found yourself here. Taken your evening 2 hours, 3 hours, because you are a Sattvic student. Already, okay? So, as Joe said, be gentle with yourself. You are already seeing yourself with a magnifying glass, not only a magnifying glass, but it's relatively clean, we'll say. That you can see clearly enough that you have to come to satsang in order to understand these truths. You're already perfect, right? Satchitananda, existence, consciousness, bliss, this is your nature. You already are Brahman. But how do you understand this? How do you make this real in your life? How do you realize it? How do you experience it? By coming to satsang, by practicing jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, and karma yoga. Yet, as I mentioned, it's no ordinary task. So, to come back to satsang is necessary. You must keep coming. All right. And only when there are no more questions. Only when every moment, now I'm not saying just like when you're awake and when you're asleep. No, every moment, every thought that passes through your mind shines with the light of spiritual illumination. Then you can not come to satsang.
Then you leave the satsang.
Then you leave the satsang. That's right. You're still going to satsang. You are leading the satsang. Okay. So Sattvic teachers. Well, we had Sattvic students now. We have Tamasic teachers. Black magic. Twist the truths to only benefit themselves. We have plenty of that. I'm not going to go into that. Rajasic teachers. I'm gonna wear fancy clothes. I'm gonna wear my fancy regalia. I'm gonna make all this procession about myself. I'm going to make this about followers, right? Rajasic teachers. Plenty of those. Sattvic teachers, fewer, rarer in this world. Ones who don't seek followers. They have disciples. Disciples have to be disciplined. Followers, they do whatever they want. Sattvic teacher does not look for disciples, does not look for followers. Sattvic teacher has not just studied, not just a studier, not just a smart person, but one who lives the teachings, breathes the teachings. Sattvic teacher. One whose words, every word, is infused with the essence of the Veda. Knowledge. What kind of knowledge? The knowledge that sets you free. That kind of knowledge. Right? That's where we are right now. And this is no ordinary Sangha that has gathered here. Sangha, spiritual community. These are your brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. These are your interlocking chains. These are the ones that you can always count on to lift you up and keep lifting you up and keep lifting you up. They never do this. That's your Sangha. And it's very important to maintain Sangha in your daily life, in your practical life. As mentioned, and I will mention again, you are perfect, you are whole, you are complete. If you don't know it, sadhana, spiritual practice. Sangha is going to help spiritual community. Now, okay, so I've heard I am Satchitananda. Wonderful. Now what? I don't know this Satchitananda that you talk about. I don't know this Brahman that you talk about. I don't really know the Upanishads. If the problem is not you don't know, then what is the solution to ignorance? Only solution to ignorance? Knowledge. Knowledge. Only solution to ignorance, knowledge. So, is knowledge enough? Only knowledge? No, you become dry. You become dry. And you may become, you have a very slippery path into egoism too. Very slippery path into egoism. So this jnana, this knowledge, must be balanced with bhakti. Bhakti, devotion. What do I mean by devotion? Well, we're all emotional creatures. Right? Anybody not have emotions? We're all emotional creatures. We all make decisions emotionally. We all feel emotionally all throughout the day. So therefore we turn that emotion into devotion. How? Read here in the Gita. So now we get into Gita, okay? 18 chapters or discourses in the Bhagavad Gita. 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9. Anybody into numerology knows about 9. 18 chapters in the Gita. The first 4 deal with karma yoga. The second 4 deal with raja yoga. The third 4 deal with bhakti yoga. The fourth 4 deal with jnana yoga. Discourse 17 summarizes discourses 1 through 9, and discourse 18 summarizes discourses 10 through 18. Setting the foundation of this scripture opens up on a battlefield called Kurukshetra, takes place in central India. Side note, it's a wonderful place, Central India. It's always skipped over. Himalayas, home of Shiva, birthplace of yoga, Rishikesh, okay, and south, so beautiful. Also, lots of yoga being practiced there. And Central India gets overlooked. And I tell you, go there. You will feel the Gita in the soil. You will see the Gita battlefield everywhere. Okay, if your purified vision, of course, through your practice of sadhana, through your yoga practice, you're seeing clearly. You're seeing with not these eyes of the flesh. I don't mean that. Time and space. I mean truth. You can close these and see. And that you don't have to go to India for. That you can do right here. Anywhere you are. Gurudev, he said, to a uncontrolled mind, silent cave becomes a noisy city. To a controlled mind, noisy city is a silent cave. That's it. Our life, the basis of our life, is the mind. This is the structure here. Vehicle. What's a little bit more true? What's a little bit inside of that vehicle? What's inside of the structure? Mind. What's even beyond that? Soul. So what now we're talking about? Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira. Raise your hand if you're in teacher training right now. Stula Sharira. Physical body. Subtle body. Sukshma Sharira. Subtle body. Karana Sharira. That's this weekend. Karana Sharira is the causal body. Alright. It's the cause. It's the cause for you keep taking. It's the cause of the continuity of your births. That's what we mean by causal body. It's that cause which keeps coming back again and again and again. Because why? Because you are eternal. That's the nature of this you, the real you. You are eternal. But due to conditioning, due to layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, we don't see it. We don't experience it. We have had selfish desires. We've had selfish actions. And those selfish, self-serving, selfish desires and selfish actions have borne fruits to those actions. And therefore, we must get those fruits. We must keep coming back and back and back and back to keep getting. It's not, maybe you don't want it, but you keep doing selfish action, therefore you'll come back. So, to free yourself from this cycle of suffering, I'll get to that in a moment. To free yourself from this cycle of suffering, you purify your action. What does purify my action mean? Make it selfless. Not selfish, selfless. Okay, so I don't do anything for myself then. I don't make any clothes, I don't get any clothes for myself, I don't feed myself, I don't house myself. No! You need clothes, you just perform in society, you need food. Afterwards you won't need any food. If you advanced level of yoga, you don't need much food. And he who meditates, Swami Shivananda, he who meditates needs very little food. Quote. And you need housing protection. Okay, so these practical realities must be there. That doesn't mean you're selfish, because as long as you are doing your duties so that you can perform the duty without the desire for the fruit. As Joe said, what is yours is the action, what is not yours is the fruit of it. We're not used to thinking this way in the West. We're like, yeah, if I'm doing something, I better get that reward from that, okay? Like, that is mine. It's not anybody else's either. Yeah? That's how we go. But we must turn this around. We must transform this thinking, this false thinking about actions. That's the first thing Krishna is teaching. Oh my gosh, that's only the first thing he's teaching? Can't that be all of it? Yes, it's also all of it. That's the first chapter, the middle chapter, the last chapter. Sometimes I can go really fast, so I'm going to try to calm down. Why did I call it suffering? Because it's, like we have fun. Well, I'm having fun. You having fun? Some of them are. No? But in order to get happiness in this life, in order to get that happiness, we go through a lot of suffering, no? Yeah. Just a little bit, we get a little bit of happiness, but it comes with a whole buttload of suffering. Yeah, right? That's why the scriptures call it samsara. Samsara. Brahmatma samsara vaniva. Means you mistake your real self for your not self. That's called samsara. You mistake your real self from your not self. You think you are the not self. You think you're the body. I think I am Sujal. Where am I? I'm here. No, you're seeing the body. The real I transcends all of this, is beyond all of this, and is in and through all of this. Is in and through all of this. It is found in and through all of this. Yet it also transcends and is beyond all of this. Okay, now he's got a little brain teaser going on here. Yes, if you read the Vedas, if you read the Upanishads, you will find brain teaser after brain teaser after brain teaser. The Brahman is found alone through the mind. And Brahman can never be known by the mind. Those two words, those two sentences are found in the Vedas. So which one is true? Both. The inhalation offered to the exhalation, the light with the dark. What is the truth of them? One. Oneness. That's the whole point of this whole satsang. That's the whole point of these pages. Every chapter, every shlok, every verse. That's the whole point of yoga. That's the whole point of you coming into this life in this body right now. Is to realize oneness. That's the magic word, oneness. Yeah. Yog means to join. Make two things one thing. To unite. What are we uniting? We unite not self and self. We unite ignorance and knowledge. We unite truth and untruth. We unite light and dark. We unite death and immortality. Because the only truth, the only reality is oneness. How do you get it? How do you attain it? Methods are called yogas. Different methods, the 4 methods, are called yogas. That's how you attain the oneness. He gave you the synopsis already. How you attain the oneness through karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, jnana yoga. All right. This absolute, imperishable, one without a second, goes by many names. I could go on and on and on and on, telling you all the names that the Gita uses, names that the Vedas use, to point out. That's all this is about. All I'm doing, he is all doing. pointing out the facts, pointing out the truths. Truths about what? Truths about who? You! This is all about you. Nobody else. You said this yoga, I have to learn yoga. Well, the yoga is teaching about you. Again, comes back to you. And so it's called a grand monotony about you. It's all about you. So what's the most interesting subject for you to learn about? Yeah, you always want to know about you, right? Well, you get in the we get in relationships, right? What do we seek in our partner? We seek that partner that reflects our qualities. We seek that partner that recognizes the light in us. Namaste. We seek that partner that whether that's an intimate partner or a friend, we seek everything so that we get more knowledge about us. We may not know it at the beginning, but that's really what you're doing. You really want more and more knowledge about you. Yoga is a direct path to that. And it's the most direct path. There is no more direct path to self-knowledge, self-realization, than the path of yoga. All of your faculties, all of your stula sharira, all of your sukshma sharira, all of these instruments, all of your, what are these called, indriyas? Your organs of knowledge, your organs of action, senses, everything here is for you, knowledge about you. It's only when we are confused, when we're ignorant about what we are supposed to be doing here, why we have come here, that's when all the errors come, that's when all the problems come, and that's when all the suffering comes. By identification with the not-self. So, when you move through this path of yoga, now you know, okay? So now you get it. Okay, I get it. I'm here for self-realization. I'm here to attain the blessed goal of life. I'm here for spiritual illumination. I'm here for yoga, so I can make all of the duality into non-duality. Advaita. Anybody heard of Advaita? Advaita, Dvaita, Dvaita, Dwa, two. Advaita, not two. One. I'm here for this. Okay, I got it. Now, how can this be better? How can this be more enjoyable? How can I maneuver through this path, be less affected by the world, less stickiness? You take a guru. You take a spiritual preceptor. You take a master or a teacher. And you don't, I'm not saying this like you take many, many, many. You take one true spiritual teacher. One true spiritual preceptor. One guru. And what are they going to do? Make you follow them? Not. They're going to show you how to make this world your teacher. So everything becomes your teacher. Everyone becomes your teacher. Your friends, your enemies, your mother, your father, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, and your niece. That's what the guru is going to do. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Always leave some silence after a mantra. Guru is verily Brahma, the creator. Guru is verily Vishnu, the preserver. Guru is verily Maheshwar, the destroyer, the transformer. To this Guru, I offer my Guru is Brahman, absolute, the goal to attain. To this Guru, I offer my adorations, reverence to that. It's not a kindergarten thing. This is advanced understanding. If you were to bow your head to your teacher, if you were to touch your forehead, your hands to the feet of your Guru, it is not that you are inferior and he or she is superior. It is that you recognize your goal in life. You are so clear about what you want, and you are so clear, you know he or she will take you there with the least amount of strain, least amount of effort, least amount of struggle, least amount of sorrow. Will lead you there from this shore. It's like you're standing on a shore, big lake in front of you, and you're thirsty. Water is right there. But you just stand on the shore. And you're like, no, I'm too good to bow to anybody. Oh, so much happens like that. I'm not going to prostrate. No way. I don't bow to any man or any woman. I don't put them on a pedestal. No. You stay on the shore then. And this Guru is there in the ship waiting to take you across the sea into the sea of eternity, into the serenity. Guru's driving the boat. You're just along for the ride. That's the beauty of it. It is a joyful ride. It is so joyous. Yeah. And we come there when we are ready. We come there when we have that humility. Profound students come to profound teachers. If there is any doubt about you being a profound student, let it be dispelled right now. You're ready. All of you. There's like, I don't think he's not talking about me. No, you, all of you are ready. Ready to attain that blessed goal of life, that attainment after which there is nothing to attain, that achievement after which there is nothing to achieve. You are fully satisfied in yourself. Fully satisfied in yourself. What's the word? Sthita pragya, sthita pragya, sthita pragya means firm in your wisdom. The one you'll read, if you read the transliteration, sthita pragya, you'll find that, the one with steady wisdom. What are the qualities of that sadhaka? What are the qualities of that enlightened one? What are the qualities of this spiritual seeker, the advanced seeker, not the kindergarten seeker? The sthita pragya, the wisdom. What are the qualities of that guru? The guru is the illuminer of the darkest caves in your heart. Guru. You are completely 100%, no 99.9, 100% satisfied, fulfilled happy, truly happy in yourself. Nowhere else. Using nothing else. Here. What do I mean by this? Fully satisfied in oneself. Well, the real self is what I mean, right? The capital S self is the sun. I mean, give up your flashlight. The flashlights. We all want, like, not just one flashlight. We want lots of flashlights. There are all kinds of different flashlights, different colors, flashlights, different sizes of flashlights. The sun, you are illuminating the whole world, and you're still carrying around this flashlight. Give up the flashlight. All of them. All right, those little flashlights, I mean, empty all of your pockets. Not because I know we tried to keep some flashlights here in the secret pocket. Just in case he wasn't right, I'm going to keep one flashlight. Trust me, I've been there before. Trust me, I've been there. That's what I mean. Satisfied, completely satisfied in the self. Sthita pragya. Sthita pragya. Sthita pragya. One with steady wisdom. All right. Perfect. Let's close with the Om. Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.